G'day ladies and gents, and welcome back to the channel. Just a quick one here for you today with some big news and a few details. So, the long-awaited Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 now has a release date, and it's much sooner than I think anyone expected. August 18th to be exact, so just a little over a month away. This is a lot sooner than expected, especially considering that the current test build, and this is not under NDA just for the record, the patch notes are public, only entered alpha version 5 a little over a week ago, with the first content complete closed beta scheduled to launch on the 30th of this month. If this schedule stays, it's going to leave a very small window for beta testing at just 19 days between closed beta 1 and release. Along with the release date, we do now have game versions, pricing, and pre-orders available as well. On release, we'll have 3 versions of the game. The standard edition comes out at $59.99 US dollars or $99.95 Australian dollar dues, and comes with 20 aircraft and 30 handcrafted airports. We'll talk about those in just a moment. It will also be available on the Xbox Game Pass for PC. That is Microsoft's $5 a month to access their whole online catalog subscription service. This last point is good, as it means anyone out there not sure if they will be into general and commercial aviation simming, or if they're just curious, can toss a $5 or $2 at it and test the sim for a month or two before buying, which is a fantastic option in my opinion. The next edition up is Deluxe, and it won't be on Game Pass, and it comes at pretty much $90 US dollars or 140 Australian dollars, give or take a cent or two, and it brings with it 25 aircraft and 35 handcrafted airports. The Premium Edition tops off the pile with 30 aircraft and 40 handcrafted airports and carries the cool price of 120 US dollars or 180 dollars Australian. Now, I'm not going to lie, even as an enthusiast, that last price hurts. Having said that, I have spent more than that on just 2 aircraft in other sims, so Anyways, let's talk about those handcrafted airports, as there seems to have been a little confusion around them. No, that does not mean there are only 30 to 40 aircrafts in the whole sim. I think the last official count that they released was somewhere in the vicinity of 37,000 runways or something ridiculous like that represented, so yes, your local airport is more than likely going to be there. These standard airports, however, are automatically generated by the Azure AI, in much the same way that all the terrain you have seen in the trailers I have running in the background has been generated. Now, I'm going to get a little closer to breaking NDA than I would personally like, but I think I need to clarify a little here. The auto-generated airfields and runways I have seen are remarkably well represented for something put together by an algorithm looking at satellite data. Okay, we'll leave it at that. The handcrafted runways, on the other hand, are exactly that. They are airfields where a developer has gone in and has customized the buildings, making sure everything is where it should be, all the colors match up, and everything else is exact by hand rather than relying on the auto-generation. And yes, that means if you only get, say, the standard version, but you want to fly and land at an airport that's only listed as being available on the premium, you can. You just won't see the handcrafted version of the premium, you'll only see the auto-gen version of that runway. Planes, on the other hand, pretty self-explanatory, and these are really the main reason to pick up the higher release versions more than the airports, I think. At least if there is something locked away in the higher editions that you want. The biggest machine out there, of course, is the Dreamliner, and that will require the Premium Edition to access off the bat. The best bet is to look at what you want to fly and make judgments based on what is there. Also, there is no pre-order bonuses, so no need to worry about missing out on something just because you didn't toss your money down big and early. As with Game Pass, this is good. Take your time to consider your options. If you're unsure, just grab Game Pass and try it out first. No need to rush at all. So beyond that, there's not much else to say. The NDA is still in effect, however, as soon as it's not, I will have videos out here on the channel for you, and unless some major news pops up between now and then, that is when I will have my next video up on Flight Sim, because I've been trying to avoid doing coverage until I have the ability to actually show you and talk to you about what I'm seeing, rather than just going over the patch notes. But we now have a price, and we now have a release date, so worst comes to worst, August 18th, I'll have videos up on this. Actually, I'll have videos up on August 18th on this anyway. Regardless, until then, everybody, remember to click that like button if you did, share and subscribe if you want to see more, and as always, take care.